Fans, welcome back to Mount Carmel High School. Wow, we got a good run starting off. That's number 7, Brady McNamara. Opening kickoff, return for a touchdown in the middle of the introduction. Brady McNamara. What a play to start off the game.
Brady McNamara on the run back for the touchdown for the Shamrocks. Pot of gold, Shamrocks.
Wow. That was fast, Brendan.
That was fast and quick.
As I was saying, my name is Rocco Lopez, as always, alongside Brendan Dagler for today's Southside Catholic matchup. The St. Gabriel Shamrocks come into this game as a number 2 seed. The St. Daniel the Prophet comes in as a number 7 seed.
Shamrocks will go up 6-0
Well,
with the extra point attempt to follow.
Remember,
Remember, a kick
Shamrocks
from
are
the
getting
uprights is worth
early
2.
and often.
A run or a pass in the end zone is worth 1.
That was a lot. That was crazy. Did not expect that so quickly. Shamrocks on to attempt the extra point. That's number 3, Griffin Sinkovich. Kick is up and no good.
Wide left. It'll keep our score 6-0. St. Gabriel over St. Daniel.
Gabes goes up fast. 13 seconds left. 13 seconds in the game have passed. Gabe 6, St. Dan 0. Quarterback doesn't even need to do anything.
Nope. We haven't seen this St. Gabe's offense yet.
Who won this? Who won the Southside Catholic Conference last year?
Last year, I believe it was MHR.
Number 1 seed. St. Gabe's does appear to have a pretty deep bench here. 20-plus players. Compared to the who played the last game? Compared to St. Caginin, who only had 16 players on their team.
3 on the bench.
1 injured. Kickoff for the Shamrocks. Fumbled on the play. That's number 11, Anthony Howard. And St. Dan, the Wildcats, will start their offense. Someone I want to highlight right now, number 26 on St. Dan's, Sebastian Kolzek. I have never seen an 8th grader with that size.
Yeah.
That man is not a child.
That is an adult. He's a lot bigger. He's probably, what, Rocco, twice the size of me, at least?
I mean, and compared to the St. Gabriel defensive line, they might have a tough time getting around him.
If he's a pulling guard, those runs should be there all day.
O'Keen Roman, quarterback for the Wildcats. Number 56, Henry Wiener, running back. It's a design quarterback run, gets a block up the side. It's going to be a gain of about 3 yards. Right up the middle. They opened up a great gap right there. Kind of looks like Mount Carmel's offensive line.
Yeah.
Caravan next week play at Loyola Academy 6:30 Friday. That game does determine the championship for the CCL Blue, not between the Caravan and the Ramblers, but between the Caravan and the Crusaders of Brother Rice. It's going to be handoff, gets a good block, number 7, Colin Pop on the tackle. It's number 33, Hurley Birchman.
And Rocco, that game next week, Mount Carmel versus Loyola, that also decides if Loyola gets in the playoffs.
That is something else. Loyola Academy could miss the playoffs, only playing 8 games this season. First time since 2002 that Loyola wouldn't be in the playoffs. Brendan, how old were you?
Minus 7 years.
As well. I was minus 6 years. It's a snap. Looks like it's going to be another handoff. Looks like it's going to be a big tackle for loss there for the Shamrocks on the tackle. That's number 3, Griffin Sinkovich.
Yeah, you can already see from the St. Dame's offense that they are a run-heavy offense.
Yeah.
Like
They
most
don't really
teams.
line up. Yeah, grammar school football. Quarterbacks aren't really big throwers.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet, at least. Looks like they're going to end up punting this one. Back to return for the Shamrocks. It's number 3, Sinkovic. Very deep. Perfectly placed punt. Sinkovic gets a block up the left side. Just trips up there. About the 49-yard line.
All right. Let's see what this St. Gabe's offense can do. They're up by 6, but we haven't seen their offense at all yet.
At all yet. You know, grammar school football is kind of tricky because, you know, a lot of these guys are going both ways. Unless you're like MHR and you got 30 kids on your bench.
Yeah, when you're the best in the league for many years like that, you have a lot of kids play football for that team.
Brendan, did you play a lot?
Did I play a lot? Yeah.
That's great to hear. You were an all-star.
I was an all-star.
Quarterback for the Shamrocks, number 7, Brady McNamara, who did also just have that return. Gets a good run up the middle. That Sinkovic steps out at about the 27-yard line.
I think we're going to hear the Sinkovic name a lot today, Rocco.
As well. I do think that'll be a big one this game.
Yeah, Rocco, I was a 2-year starter on varsity.
Fantastic. So here, it's 7th and 8th graders that play, correct?
Yes.
Championship game going to be played at Brother Rice next Sunday. Or at Lawrence next Sunday, I apologize, is the semifinal. And then November 2nd is the championship game. This is the first round. It's a design handoff. That's McNamara. Gets a couple blocks up the middle. Taken it to the sideline. Steps out. Got pushed out at about the 6-yard line.
Looks like St. Gabe's is getting in a good position to score here, Rocco.
Another run-heavy offense.
That's a big change for pace for us, Rocco, because the games that I announce were very, very pass-heavy offense.
Caravan loved to throw the ball. Backed up to the 10-yard line for the Shamrocks. McNamara under center. He's got 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 tight end lined up. It's a handoff. Up number 3, that's Sinkovic. Stuffed up at about the 6-yard line. Fans, we got 2 more great games coming later. The next game, St. John the Cross versus St. Christina versus St. John Fisher. Then the last game of the day, St. John the Cross versus St. Catherine's. Myself and Brendan have the next game, St. Christina versus St. John Fisher. It'll be a good one.
It would be.
McNamara lines up. Looks like it's another run play. Motion's over. It's a pitch. Gets a block. But that blocker can't do much. Ball's going to be spotted at about the 3-yard line.
Goes to the right inside the 5.
Rocco, I'm surprised to see that these grammar school teams, they go under center a lot. If that
A
ball's a
lot.
fumble, that's very easily can get into the hands of the defense.
Yeah. Football weather outside today, 63 degrees.
Really? I thought it was a lot colder.
Feels a lot colder. 53 degrees. I apologize. Another motion. Takes a snap. Design quarterback run. Tackled for loss by number 52, Raymond Pawinki. I apologize if I butchered that last name. It'll be 4th and goal for the Shamrocks at the 7-yard line. Just under 5 minutes to play. Shamrocks in the huddle. Is there a play clock in grammar school football?
There is to a point.
Lined up under center again. Motion, another motion. Shamrocks look to throw it. He's got a man wide open in the corner. That's number 28, Declan Steinmetz on the touchdown. 7-yard touchdown pass. McNamara to Steinmetz. The score 13, or St. Gabriel 12, St. Dan's 0.
That was a good throw by McNamara.
That was a great throw.
It was right on the money.
Yeah. Perfect throw on the run, too.
Nice little QB rollout.
Brother of Jack McNamara. Brother Rice, varsity tight end.
Very tall guy.
Very, very tall guy. On for the extra point is Sinkovic again. 0 for 1 on extra points, the Shamrocks. Kick is up, and that one will be drilled right through the uprights. Score 13 for St. Gabe's and 0 for St. Dan's.
So, Rocco, in this football league, the points, they're switched. When a team lines up to run a play on the 5-yard line, that's a 1 point. A kick is 2 points.
Wait, what?
So it's 14-0 St. Gabe's.
What?
Since it's harder, I think, in grammar school.
Why was I not made aware of this rule change?
It's been like this for a long time.
Well, nobody.
Back in my day, it
back
was
in
like
your
this.
day. I didn't play grammar school. My grammar school had a flag football team, and I was never a big football guy. But this is my first football game that I've announced this year. So wait. So if you go for a 2-point conversion, it's only worth 1 point?
If you technically,
And then a kick is 2 points.
yes, because it's harder to get a field goal in grammar school.
That is valid. That makes sense. Sinkovic hasn't really had a lot of time for rest. You know, the kicker, punter, it's a squib kick. Just kind of tipped up, fell on by number 11, Anthony Howard for St. Dan's. Here comes out the St. Dan's offense, led by their quarterback, Joaquin Roman.
Yeah, Rocco. In these games, you're going to see a lot of onside squib kicks almost every kickoff.
Really?
Yeah.
Not a lot of kicks. Is there a lot of dead time during these games too? I feel like it's not very active.
It's not as quick as what we're used to, Rocco.
Under center again. It's a pitch. Gets a hole tripped up there. It looks like it's going to be no gain.
One thing it's like to see in these grammar school football games, they go back to the old school style offenses.
Mount Carmel Frank Lenti offense.
Yes.
Yeah, no gain on the play. All spotted at about the 42-yard line. Feel honored to be up here, not on the sideline like usual during Mount Carmel's football games. Haven't been in the booth a lot this year. I am excited for basketball season, though. It's another design quarterback run up the sideline. Looks like he's going to get brought down for a loss of about 6 yards on the play, on the tackle for loss. That's number 28, Declan Steinmetz.
Yeah, this St. Gabe's defense is holding up real well against this Wildcat offense.
Ball is going to be placed at the 36-yard line. Timeout called by the offense.
We got a timeout on the field. St. Daniel, it's their first timeout taken.
Prospective students can shadow a current student any day school is in session. Follow a current student schedule and learn more about why Mount Carmel is the perfect place for a young man to learn and grow. Visit www.mchs.org/visitmc to register and learn more. Join us on campus for one of our 2 open houses this fall. We'll see you on Sunday, October 5th and Sunday, November 16th for a tour of our campus and an opportunity to see what sets Mount Carmel apart. Visit www.mchs.org/visitmc to register and learn
Back from
more.
the timeout. St. Dan's on 3rd and long.
Really got to make something happen here.
Yeah, you do. St. Dan's not lining up any receivers. I'm kind of feeling a screen pass. I don't know about you, Brendan.
I don't know. I don't know how many pass options that come out of that wishbone style offense.
Oh, no, it's a run up the middle. Hits the gap. Can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Ball is going to be spotted at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like the St. Gabe's defense is playing really tough against
St.
the
Gabe's is
wishbone.
playing great. Yeah,
Against the wishbone offense the Wildcats have.
4th and 13.
I mean, if I was the Wildcats, I would punt this one.
Yeah, do you punt it or do you go for it?
I don't think you go for it because the ball is
Is the
it's
ball
in St. Gabe's territory.
Is the ball smaller in Grammar School?
It is.
It is. It looks smaller. Another punt. Good punt. It's going to go out of bounds. Stays in bounds. Wow. Ball down at the 37-yard line.
Looks like the Wildcat punter knows how to put some spin on the ball.
That was some fantastic spin. St. Gabe's on offense. Brady McNamara, number 7 for St. Gabe's. Quarterback.
Back when I played against St. Gabe's,
Mhm.
we lost that game, Rocco.
Yeah, no
but I
bueno.
did have a 50-yard run.
That's pretty good. Very good. Gabe's lines up 1 receiver, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Scalise, the receiver. It's going to be a run up the side. He gets a block, gets a good hold to run up
A little stiff arm.
out at the 50-yard line. That's a good run there by Griffin Sinkovich.
Yeah, that's gonna move the chains, Rocco.
It is going to move the chains. First down for the Shamrocks, just barely on their own side of the field. I like the names on the back of the jerseys. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of getting the Michigan vibe from St. Dan's. I don't know about you, Brendan.
Yeah, I feel like this would be like an all blue. Michigan doesn't wear all blue anymore, do they?
I don't think so. It's a
I don't know
pitch.
I don't know if they ever did, but
Throwing back. Going to be down at the Wildcats, 47. That's Hurley Birchman on the pitch. McNamara's got to run back, get the play. You know, we're not signaling here, it doesn't look like.
yeah, it's a big. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a big change of pace going from a Caravan no huddle offense to a run biased huddle offense.
Yeah, you know, I don't really like the run heavy offenses. Kind of gets a little boring for me.
Hey, if it wins you football games,
If it wins you football games, though, it's another run. Not even going to get back. Oh, no, he will get back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like. It's going to be a gain of about 1 yard.
If you're a run-heavy offense, it becomes real easy to stop after a while.
Yeah. You know, kind of like Malcolm versus Ignatius. Shamrocks, 3rd and 8. 50 seconds remain in the first quarter.
Shamrock's runs to the outside have been going pretty well for them. Just the
Mhm.
runs up the middle have not been there.
No, not at all. Maybe we get a little throw here. 2 receivers.
Another QB rollout.
Does appear to be a throw. It's going to go to Scalise. Drops. Is that a fumble? No, they're going to rule it an incomplete pass.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Scalise had possession on that ball.
No.
So
Shamrocks have produced a couple Mount Carmel football players.
like who, Rocco?
Anthony Dedina.
Oh yeah, I forgot he played for them.
Anthony Dedina played for the Shamrocks.
There's
The
the QB
throw rolls out on the right side. That's a tough throw to make.
Almost one-handed
Yeah.
by Gusti.
Flag on the flag on the play. It's going to be on Shamrocks.
That's gonna move him back.
Illegal formation? Is that what that was? Trying to get better at learning the ref. Oh, they did. They went for it on 4th down.
Yeah. Let's see what the Wildcat offense can do here.
Yeah, maybe get something going here. Not many total yards of offense. Probably just about 25 total yards of offense on 2 drives. I just got told that our booth is not as good as Brother Rice's, but our football team is better than Brother Rice's. That's all that matters in the end, Brendan.
I think I'm going to have to disagree, whoever said that.
False start on the offense.
Wow, it's like we're going all the way back to when Carmel played Brother Rice here. Let's hope we don't start false start train here, Rocco.
A lot of false start penalties, or a lot of penalties in general. Mount Carmel versus Bennett, week 5.
Really?
Eventually, it got to the point where Mount Carmel had a 3rd and 43.
Wow.
Ball originally started on the 13-yard line, pushed all the way back to the 40-yard line of penalties. It's a pitch. Gets a good block up the middle, going to get pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line. On the run, that's number 1, Jude Seitz.
Since he takes his handoff to the right side, we'll eat up a big chunky yardage. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, he got out of bounds. So Wildcats are going to get one last play. Oh,
If
no,
they hurry it
clock
up.
does not stop.
It doesn't?
I don't think the clock's...
Oh.
Yeah, I don't believe that the clock stops. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. The score, St. Gabe's 14, St. Dan 0. Fans, we're going to see you in about 1 minute.
Did you know that Mount Carmel has over 30 clubs and activities for students to get involved in? The student experience is enhanced by what students do after the last bell rings. There's something for everyone in Mount Carmel. Get involved to get ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, save the date for Fight Night 2026. We'll see you on Saturday, April 25th for an exciting night of intramural boxing in our historical alumni gym. This Fathers Club tradition helps bring our entire community together to celebrate brotherhood at its finest.
Fans, welcome back. Quick break. I just realized that maybe you guys are only hearing me in one ear, or maybe that's just me. I think that's just us. Brendan.
Yeah. I don't think many of the viewers are wearing headphones at home.
No.
Or maybe you are. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you're watching in your cars. If you are, put the phone down. Just listen to the audio. If you're at a red light, though, still put the phone down. It's going to be a designed run again. Fumble on the play. Recovered, though, by St. Daniel. Fumble forced by number 14, Giancarlo Scalise.
Yeah.
Recovered by number 4, Ando.
Yeah, back in my Buckeye days, now Beverly Catholic Knights,
You know what?
we used to practice 30 minutes a day. Trying
Fumble recoveries.
Not fumble recoveries, forcing a fumble.
Fumbles.
Yeah.
Number 4 for the St. Daniel Wildcats might have the shortest name I have ever seen. Ando. I have never seen a 4-letter name. Have you?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. You know, it's a positive from this game. It's another run up the middle. Going to be a first down. Going to be a first down for the Wildcats on the run there. That's number 56, Henry Werner.
Up the middle, it will result in a Wildcat first down. First down and 10 Wildcats. He's the Bo Nix of inside Shamrock's territory at the 42-yard line.
Thank you all for joining us here from your couches, from wherever you are.
Maybe you're in your car.
Maybe you're in your car. Maybe you're here. Maybe you went inside to go to the bathroom and you turned on the game. Can't miss any action. Handoff there. Just kind of wrapped up there by number 53. Leader on the tackle, Alex Falk.
On the carry to the left. Ripped down by Alex Fall in a host of Shamrocks.
Tries to get the ball out. Doesn't happen.
Actually, a gain of 1 yard. It's going to be second and 9.
Rick, let me
You
tell
know-
you, it's been a while since I've watched a grammar school football game.
Brandon, you know the last time I watched a grammar school football game was?
Your 8th grade year?
Never.
You never?
Never. We didn't have a grammar school football team over at FXW.
Yeah, my 8th grade year is the first year there in the South Side Catholic Conference.
We had a flag football team. Can't say I was a very supportive classmate though. You know, it's kind of hard when those games are at. Oh, completely wrapped up there on the tackle. Big hit there from Harley Birchman. Yeah, you know, as I was saying, it's kind of hard to, push yourself to wake up at 9 a.m. on a Saturday
Yeah.
to go watch a flag football game. I did do it a couple times, though, I do believe. I don't remember, though. I might have.
Back in the day, back in your first grade years, were you a big 9 in the morning Saturday soccer guy?
I was, actually.
Yeah, I was
Down the
too.
street from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also a big house baseball guy.
Oh, yeah.
I did play travel for a couple years, but,
Yeah.
baseball just wasn't the path.
Yeah, my younger days, I was an in-house baseball guy. Then I switched to lacrosse.
Oh, yeah. It's a pitch. Fumbled
Fumble.
again. Recovers his own fumble. I mean, that was the best case scenario for that play. It just popped right back into his hands.
Yeah. It's not raining anymore here at Bartow Dowling Stadium, but,
No, sun's starting to come out, it appears.
but I don't know if the ground's still wet down there that makes the ball a little bit more slippery, or I don't know what.
I don't either.
Because these teams, they can use composite leather balls. They don't have to be real leather balls.
Oh.
So,
That's some ball knowledge there from Brendan Dagler. You know what? That's why you're up here.
yeah.
That is exactly why you're up here, Brendan. Because not in a million years would I have guessed that they use composite leather balls.
Well, some teams do.
Some teams do. Never know.
The Buckeyes, or now Knights. Sorry if I say Buckeyes a lot. That is my bad. They are now the Knights.
Happens. Motion.
Yeah, I think it might be a little false start.
False start on the offense. Remains fourth down. It's going to be a loss of 10 yards. It's going to be
Whoa.
4th and 14.
I think it's lost at 5 yards.
Loss of 5
Fi-
yards.
five
Loss of
yards,
5
yeah.
yards. Yes, loss of 5 yards. Now, do you still go for it? I do. You're in your own territory.
Yeah, but you are down by 14.
Yeah, you kind of got to go for it. You know, just based off of pure size advantage in this game, I would have thought that the Wildcats, you know, you got me saying Buckeyes now.
Yeah.
The Wildcats come out and just kind of dominate with their size. Here we go. First time we've seen receivers line up in motion. Quarterback has to keep it stuffed on the play. It's going to be a sack.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and a turnover on downs.
Wildcats were turning over on downs to the Shamrocks. And a good stop by Morris and Gusty.
That St. Gabe's defensive line was looking like the Carmel defensive line.
Take over first and 10 at
Yeah.
Very quick into the backfield.
31 left to go in the first half.
You know, Brendan, we're finally getting some football weather.
Yeah.
I haven't checked the weather for Friday yet, which I'm
Oh.
actually going to do now.
I checked. It was going to be
But-
50 degrees was the high.
55 is the high, 39 is the low. Oh my, that's
Yikes.
beautiful. That is exactly what we need.
Is it, though?
It really is. You know, winter dress code just came into effect. Oh, running all over
He's
the
gonna
place
go
here.
east and west.
Just gets wrapped up for a gain of about 3 yards.
Back around the keeper. Run to the left end. Run to the right.
Left, right, all over the place here.
East, west, north, south.
Short gain.
All over the place.
Second and 8. St. Gabriel.
You know, Brennan, I was at Notre Dame last night.
Oh,
Fantastic game.
it was. I was supposed to go, but
Fantastic game.
I was tired, and then I saw it was going to be raining. So,
It's not good.
rather sit in my nice warm house.
You know what? It's the experience that
It is
counts.
the experience.
It's the experience that counts.
But I have been to a lot of Notre Dame games in my
Yeah.
life.
Another handoff, run up the middle, gain of about 3 yards on the play. You know, you got to get really tired during these games.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I remember when I was playing, I was first team offense, first team defense, and then second team offense also.
No breaks. How many kids were on your guys' team?
No, there was a lot because we were combined with another school.
Oh. Did you guys win the championship?
No, we didn't.
No. You guys make the playoffs?
Yeah, we were the 8th seed both years, I'm
Oh.
pretty sure.
Played MHR?
Yes.
Are they just, a powerhouse?
Yeah.
Start them early. Under center, new quarterback. Look at that. It's going to be a pass to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Sinkovic's pass complete to McNamara on the left.
That's Brady McNamara making the catch. First down for the Shamrocks.
For a first down. See where the spot is. It's going to be first.
It's been a long time since I've done this, Brendan.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time.
Since announced the football game, or?
Since I've never announced a football game.
You've
actually.
never? Oh,
Never
wow.
announced a football game. Last time I announced a game, May 31st, Mount Carmel versus Lions Township. Or no, that was June
No.
2nd, I think. Maybe I messed up the dates. Maybe I'm getting don't listen to me. I'm getting my dates wrong. Trying to
Are you talking about the lacrosse playoffs?
No, I'm talking
Oh.
about the
Baseball?
baseball game.
Oh, I was with you.
You were with me. It's a
Yeah.
run up the middle. Almost fumbles it. Doesn't. Tackle made for the Wildcats by number 11, Anthony Howard. Timeout for the Shamrocks.
Will be a gain of 9. Will be second and short for the Shamrocks. With 4:52.
Second and 9 for the Shamrocks. Just under 5 minutes remain in the game, or in the half. Timeout, Shamrocks. We'll be back in about a minute.
Prospective students can shadow a current student any day school is in session. Follow a current student schedule and learn more about why Mount Carmel is the perfect place for a young man to learn and grow. Visit www.mchs.org/visitmc to register and learn more. Attend an alumni event this fall to celebrate your time at 64th and Dante and all that it has happened since you last walked these halls. There's a lot to look back on and so many people to catch up with. Mount Carmel is your home. Be there for it.
A bee infiltrated our space in the press box.
Yeah.
No bueno. Here we go. Another pass. Long ball, deep ball.
3-man coverage.
Wow. Did he catch that?
Oh, my Lord, he did.
Oh, my gosh.
This McNamara kid can do everything.
Over 3 kids just went up and caught that. You know, that's that size advantage.
Yeah.
It really does help when you are about 6 foot and all your cornerbacks are
Are
5'6".
Yeah. I think shorter than that because I'm 5'6", Rocco.
Did you go stand up next to them?
No, they might
Maybe
be
we
the same
get
height as me.
yeah, just about. Number 1 looks like he's about 5'6", 5'7". Personal foul for St. Dan's, ball spotted at the 6-yard line. Half the distance to the goal line.
Let's see if the Shamrocks can punch this one in.
See, you know, I'm gonna guess design quarterback run up the middle.
Yeah, is McNamara at quarterback?
He is.
Yep. Then it definitely is. Wow.
I did just hear a throw call. Possible motions over Scalise.
It is a pitch.
It's a pitch up to number 3, Sinkovich, who just completely walks in unscathed for the touchdown. Touchdown, Shamrocks.
It's gonna put the Shamrocks 20 points.
There goes
Thank-
there goes the B. Shout out Miss Menke. B is now out of the press box. Windows are now closed in here.
Yeah, that was a very big B, Rocco.
That was ginormous. Probably got into the hatch. And now, okay, so this is for 2 points.
Yes.
I'm never gonna get that. 2-point conversion on the kick. Almost blocked, just barely squeaks it in there, bounces over the bleachers. 22-0 for St. Gabriel. 22-0.
We got a nice little comfortable lead here.
Yeah. You know, this is the first ever game I've announced that I have been a neutral party. Now that, because, you know, we only broadcast Carmel games, and obviously, you know, we're pushing for Carmel to win.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, I'm going very neutral this game.
Yeah. Last year, during the same event, it was Matt Malloy and I. It was the Buckeyes then versus the St. John Fisher Falcons. Matt Malloy did go to St. John Fisher, and I was part of the Buckeye squad.
Yeah.
So there might have been a little bias that game, but
Maybe. You know, Brennan, I want to know the score of the Bears game.
it's
My
like they're
fantasy
winning.
team this game.
How's your fantasy team doing, Rocco?
Doing great. Jamar Chase, 40 points. Absolutely balling. Happy to see that one. Jude Seitz and Ando back to return. Without the ball, gets back there though. Oh, it will get back there. It's going to be a bounce. Covered by Seitz. Up the middle, stuff down there at the 37-yard line.
Since his on the return, brought down by Louis and Qualls.
Let's see what the St. Dan offense can do. They haven't been able to get much started, but
No, not much. Not much offense has been going on here for the Shamrocks.
let's see if the coach has any trick plays up his back pocket.
You know, I'd love to see a little pitch back and then, you know, just kind of go long.
You know, we've been seeing a lot of fleet flickers at all level. High school, college, professional. I think it's coming
You
back,
know, also been
Rocco.
seeing a lot of block kicks.
Yes, I was mentioning that to
Block kicks in high school. I mean,
and college.
and college. I mean, and the NFL. Week 5 of the NFL. 3 blocked kicks in the same time slots.
I was watching the ND game a couple weeks ago, and they scored the first touchdown. And I'm like, all right, it's going to be 7-0. Nope.
Pitched off for a loss of yards. For the Wildcats, going to be a loss of about 4.
Completes the pass to the right side, a little fall forward, a loss of yards.
Yeah, not much you can do on that play. You know, it's either do you take the sack for a loss of 15 or do you kind of just pitch it off and, you know, hope that they get that. You know, that's also not very helpful for the Wildcats' total offensive numbers this
No.
game. Haven't really had much going here. See if the O-line can get to blocking. They got 7 linemen. Another run. Just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a little further, 2 yards up from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd and 8. 3 minutes left in the half.
I remember back in my JV days.
Oh, that's
There
back
was-
in the day.
that's-
5th and
it's
6th.
way-
JV
way
is 5th
back.
and 6th grade, if I'm not
It's way
mistaken.
back. MHR, the Raiders, they ran the same offense that the Wildcats are running, and they won the conference title by like 1 million.
So they are just like a powerhouse.
They are.
They're a
when
grammar
you,
school football
When you have big
powerhouse.
kids and you can run a wishbone offense really well, it's kind of hard to stop.
Yeah. Does seem kind of difficult
Rocco, do you see why they call it a wishbone offense?
because it looks like a bone.
It looks like a wishbone.
Exactly. Tackled for loss. On the tackle, that's number 38 and number 7, McNamara, as well as Lucian Barnolette.
McNamara and Lucian Bartlett on the stop.
I think the Shamrocks have been watching some film, Rocco.
Yeah,
They're
you know, you've
stopping
been
the
watching
Saints.
film, huh? Watch this.
With 2:36 left to go.
You know?
Yeah.
Shamrocks 22.
2 minutes, 36 seconds remain in the half. Shamrocks 22, Wildcats 0. Timeout called by the Shamrocks.
Hear the stories that come to life at 64th and Dante. The history, the community, the traditions, the brotherhood. Listen to the Built on Dante podcast, now on the Caravan Broadcast Network, the CBN.
Here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. He gets a hole up the middle. Could be.
Nice,
No.
just short.
Yeah, just short. Ball's going to be spotted. Turnover on downs
So close, but yet so far.
so far.
Looking good. Gary fights for a tough few yards. Breaks a few tackles and we'll bring it up.
This game's starting to get a little crowded.
Yeah, I mean, the sun's coming out.
Sun is coming out.
That first game wasn't that fun. It was raining most of the first half.
It was raining most of the first half. It was raining a lot last night, too.
It was.
You know, driving home from Notre Dame was quite a challenge.
I imagine it.
I need my binoculars right about now. Motion. McNamara in motion under center is Sankovic.
There's a.
Screen pass to Scalise, and you know,
That's very Mount Carmel-like.
absolutely just sheds a tackle. Yeah, you know, the Caravan last game, heavy on the screen passes.
Oh, if it ain't broke, don't fix
You know,
it.
Duran Sims, Emmett to Duran Sims. You
Nate
know,
Samuels.
Nate Samuels, you know. Nate is also a great blocker on those screen passes. You know, when they line him up, they motion him over. Nate and Duran kind of together work very well.
They do.
Another handoff, Sankovic gets up the middle, just shy of the first down.
Griffin Sinkovich to the right side. Good for a couple yards and close to Shamrock. First down. 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2 for the Shamrocks. You know, right here, I'm thinking a run, Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah, design quarterback run.
No, but he's stuffed.
Just stuffed for loss here. You know, grammar school kicker's not kicking that ball 45 yards.
Not even in high school, I don't think.
Fenwick's kicker.
No, Fenwick's kicker, he could do that.
If that kick wasn't blocked, he does drill that. And also, Loyola's kicker, Zach Zeman, committed to Western Michigan. He has a leg. Timeout. Timeout for the Shamrocks. 4th and 4 coming up.
Good evening, all. I'm Mr. Braffo, teacher, McRib connoisseur, cage fighter. I know you're all enjoying yourselves right now, but I'd like to interrupt that enjoyment and talk to you about The Merchant. Wow. The Merchant is Mount Carmel's one and only satirical news publication, where every story that students generate is probably factually accurate. Laughs and guffaws fly off the shelf.
Returning here from the timeout. The Shamrocks are out of timeouts now, I do believe.
Well,
No
they're
timeouts
They're going to
remaining.
reset in a minute, 25 seconds.
Sun just completely came out from the clouds, coming in from the west. Going against the sun. 4th and about 3 yards for the Shamrocks. It's going to be a quick pass.
Oh!
Tries to pitch it, but fumbled. Fumble's going to be recovered by the Wildcats.
No, I like the play. You're up by
Yeah,
22.
you know, that was a great, you know, and if he got that pitch off, I think it might have been a first down.
Yeah, for sure would have been a first down.
Just over a minute remains. Next up, St. Christina, the 3 seed, versus St. John Fisher, the 6 seed.
I think those games are always the best, Rocco. The ones that are always.
Yeah, you know, those are great games.
It's the first game.
Oh, continue, you were saying?
So it's the first game at 12 o'clock. That's always the longest because it's the 1 seed versus the 8 seed.
Yeah. But the 1 seed gets to get out of here. Hopefully, traditionally with a win.
Yeah. It's usually either MHR or Christina. Just how it is.
Really?
If you're new to the South Side.
I am
Catholic
new, I am
Conference,
new to the
that's
Southside
usually what it
Catholic
is.
Conference.
Well, it's just changed. Because I know we've added a couple teams to the conference.
Yeah, last year St. Dan's, or not St. Dan's, St. Mike's out of Orland Park was playing St. Gabe's. Good run up the right side of your screen. That was number 1, Jude Seitz.
I think that's the biggest game we've seen from the Wildcats all day.
That is the biggest game we've seen from the Wildcats all day. That was probably that probably just doubled their total yardage.
Yeah.
Another run here for the Wildcats, gain of about 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Timeout called
Again. Wow.
by the Wildcats.
When we return from the timeout, it will be 2nd and 5, St. Daniel.
With 57 seconds left to go in
What?
the first half.
Coming back from the timeout, it will be a 2nd and about
Here are the
6
stories that
yards
come to
for the
life at
Wildcats.
64th and Dante. The history, the community, the traditions, the brotherhood. Listen to the Built on Dante podcast, now on the Caravan Broadcast Network. The CBN.
Back from the timeout. I couldn't figure out how the unmute button worked there for a second. Back from the timeout. Short gain up the middle. 3rd and 3.
Wildcats have 40 seconds to get this into the back of those pylons.
Receiver lines up. That's number 24. Nathaniel Rodriguez, another receiver, number 87.
Fumble.
Noah Carney fumbled on the snap. Just a sack by number 48, Ryan Legree. Great sack. Just kind of blitzed right up through the middle. Read that read perfectly. 4th and 7. 17 seconds remain.
Another timeout.
Another timeout. When we're back, there will be 16 seconds left in the game, in the half, for the Shamrocks to get a stop and for St. Dan's to score. Coming up at halftime, a cheer routine from the St. Dan's cheerleaders. Turnover on downs, and
5 seconds left.
5 seconds remain, and they'll just kind of, assuming run the clock out, and maybe they go for another play.
You're up by 22. I mean,
You might as well go up by 30. Right?
you could.
Could. Running clock does start at 24, a lead of 24 points. After the end of the third, so in the fourth quarter, running clock is a 24-point lead.
I feel like there's a lot of weird rules in the Southside Catholic Conference.
Yeah, this is very confusing.
Yeah, we're seeing a 5 receivers. They're going to drop back.
That is going to end the quarter. The Shamrocks 22, St. Dan's 0. Coming out of the half, the Shamrocks will still have the ball.
Good evening, all. I'm Mr. Braffo, teacher, McRib connoisseur, cage fighter. I know you're all enjoying yourselves right now, but I'd like to interrupt that enjoyment and talk to you about The Merchant. Wow. The Merchant is Mount Carmel's one and only satirical news publication, where every story that students generate is probably factually accurate. Laughs and guffaws fly off the shelf like hot merchandise. Anyways, The Merchant currently has a huge problem. The writers we have now, to put it frankly, they're not funny.
Whoa, 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 whoa. My pieces are hilarious and always masterfully written.
You have the writing skills and humor of a theology teacher. And you can't even read. Plus, why are your articles always weeks late?
I can't read a calendar, man.
Well, we all know that,
Donato is not funny.
but we know for one that I'm the funniest writer on The Merchant after all.
We've been over this 20 times, Adam.
Well,
Not every punchline can be 6-7.
Well,
It's not funny.
Are you kidding me? Your sense of humor is as refined as mine.
Are you even in The Merchant?
Nope, I just saw everybody for the camera. Thought it'd be fun. Hi, Mom!
So as you can clearly see, The Merchant is in need of some fresh minds and fresh talent to get us back on track. So if you're interested in joining, stop by my room, or you can email me. And if that's not enough to convince you, let's hear from a member of the class of 2025 who is not only the salutatorian, but also a former Merchant writer.
Thanks for being a part of this, Len. I really appreciate it. Please read everything below. Please read everything below enthusiastically. I really enjoyed being a part of The Merchant. The Merchant articles were knee-slapping. Mr. Baffo was really nice to me. The Merchant was my jam. I will send your payment through PayPal. Thanks, Len.
What inspiring words from Leonard. If this has piqued your interest at all, here's a QR code with a link to an interest survey. And you can also email me at my email address here on the screen. And I hope to see each and every one of you at The Merchant very, very soon.
I totally forgot that.
Fans, welcome back to Barnett Alling Stadium here on the campus of Mount Carmel High School. St. Gabriel Shamrocks lead the St. Dan's Wildcats 22-0. Halftime just about winding down. Great little 10-minute break. That halftime's very needed in grammar school football.
Yeah.
When you're playing both sides of the ball, you're tired.
Yeah, you are.
That's a good time to rest.
It's the only time you get the rest.
Only time you get to rest. Justin Jefferson in the red zone for the Minnesota Vikings. I just got an alert. Shout out to the NFL app. One of the best apps around right now. Apple Sports. You have Apple Sports?
I don't.
Apple Sports is great. I get live updates for every game. Big hole up the middle.
Breaks
Good
a couple.
kick return by Ando. Number 4 on the Wildcats. That was a great return.
Let's see what the Wildcats can do. They haven't been able to get much stuff started on offense.
No, not a lot has been happening. That's probably their longest play of the game right there.
Yeah, I think
so. Comes this wishbone formation again. Haven't really ran much else this game.
No.
Quarterback under center a lot. Fumbles the snap.
Racco, what did I
And
say?
you know,
What did I say earlier about the under?
They're gonna gain. They're gonna gain a yard from that.
You know what? A
It-
little
if
fumble
if it works, maybe that was planned.
Maybe.
Maybe that was planned.
Like the fumble Rooski. No,
That was another butt fumble.
that was Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean like that play that they just happened kind of looked like a little
Oh.
butt fumble.
Might have been.
Could have been.
Ball hit the center's butt before it got to the QB's hands.
Under center yet again. Another run up the middle. Hits a gap. Gets another one. Brought down by a swarm of Shamrocks.
Sits his runs to the left. Close to the marker, and it will be a Wildcat first down.
First down for the Wildcats.
It'll be at the Shamrock 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line of St. Gabe's. 1st and 10 for the Shamrocks. Roman lines up under center again. I wonder who he's handed it to this time. It's going to go with his fullback, who's just completely wrapped up by number 54, Anthony Miller, on the tackle.
Burner takes the carry up the middle.
Gets about 2 or 3 yards.
The hole was wide open, but
Yeah,
that
it
linebacker
was.
was
Linebacker just
just lurking
kinda-
right there.
Closed in on it. Looked like Stephen Winkler out there.
What a guy.
What a guy. St. John Fish. Oh, no. St. Cadge, right?
Yes.
Cadge guy. Next game coming your way, number 3 seed St. Christina versus the number 6 seed St. John Fisher. Coming your way in just about an hour. False start, backing up 5 yards.
We're going to bring it to 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15 now. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. Under center yet again. Takes the snap. Gives it off to the running back. Not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be about a gain of 4 yards on that play.
Sits his on the carry up.
You know, Brandon, I love football, but I can't wait for basketball season.
I'm not a big basketball guy.
I'm a
Racco.
big basketball guy. Same with lacrosse.
I was also an excellent basketball player back in my day.
Whatever you say, Brendan. Whatever you say. But yeah, no, I am very excited for basketball season coming your way shortly. It's going to be a pitch off to number 1 up the side. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not going to be anywhere near a first down, though. It's going to be about a 4th and 10.
It's going to be good for about 3 to bring it up to the original line of scrimmage.
Gain of 3. Back to the line of scrimmage. 4th and 10 here.
Gonna have to go for this. They're gonna have to go for this one.
Yeah, no, you got to go for this. Your kicker can't make, and you know you can't punt the ball. You can't punt the ball at your own 30-yard line.
Yeah.
At the other team's 30-yard line, I mean.
Might roll out down to around the 5-yard line there, but
Could. You know, see, in that scenario, in my opinion, is where you throw the ball.
yeah.
You can't really get much done, especially when they're expecting a run. When they're expecting a run, you know, because you've ran every play, when they're expecting a run, They're going to expect that run on 4th down. You know, maybe you bait them with a screen pass, a fake handoff over, roll out to a screen pass, and, you know, get up the side. But didn't happen.
Rock, I don't know if I'm not trying to diss on the Wildcats, so I just don't know if they have that in their bag in their playbook.
Yeah, they could. Anything is possible, remember. Camera goes down, hopefully coming back shortly. It's going to be a run up the side. Going to be a loss of about a yard. Number 33 on the keeper, Hurley Birchman. Yeah, he's going to lose a yard on that play.
There we go.
Camera's back on. Here we go. Shamrocks, 2nd and 11 on their own 34-yard line. This game moving by pretty quickly, Brendan.
Is it?
Another quarterback keeper up the middle, gets a good gap, and, you know, he's kind of hard to bring down.
No,
Not kind of. He's very hard to bring down, you know, when you got that height advantage.
when you're 5'10 plus in 7th and 8th grade ball, it's going to be pretty hard to bring you down when you're going against a 5'4 cornerback.
Yeah.
I was one of those 5'4 cornerbacks.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah. Actually, no, I was a DN.
Were you a,
I got demoted from safety because I was terrible.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's kind of hard to do when you're 5'4". Kind of hard to play safety at 5'4". But, you know, also, I mean, not a big need for safeties in grammar school football, is there?
Well, if they don't pass, no.
I mean, do a lot of offenses pass the ball? Could we see some passing action next game?
I do remember the Falcons being Mount Carmel-esque. Now, Mount Carmel-esque playbook.
Yeah, you know, back in Emmett Dowling's days.
And Blaney Dowling.
And Blaney Dowling, too. Let's check the Bears game. You know, here we go, Apple Sports, as I said. Bears up 26-14 on the New Orleans Saints. 4th and 3 for the Bears. 380 total yards of offense. Caleb Fields. Caleb Williams, 156 passing yards. Chicago Bears, 224 rushing yards. Rolls off, kind of, you got to dump this one out.
And he does.
Good pass. Just shy of the first down. It's going to be about a 4th and 1 if they do decide to go for it.
Good pass by McNamara.
Yeah, that was a great pass.
Very close to the sticks. And it's going to bring up 4th and a long 1.
Rock, let's get a prediction what they're going to do here.
Quarterback keeper right up the middle.
Yeah. You know, I wonder if they're going to try to go to that little
Or
direct snap to the quarterback sweep.
Maybe. They did line up one receiver. Let's see if he's going to block. He's off the ball.
Looks like they're going to go up. Yeah, they are.
Handoff. He's going to get stopped by his own running back.
Yeah, he's got it.
Ball is going to be a first down. Ball's going to be spotted just above, just about a yard. First down for the Shamrocks. The Cleveland Browns are spanking the Miami Dolphins right now.
What happened to the Dolphins?
I don't know.
I thought they were supposed to be good.
Yeah, I don't know. Could have been good. Could have been very good. Quishon Junkins has 4 touchdowns for the good run up the middle, number 3. Griffin Sinkovich gonna go 45 yards to the end zone. Touchdown Shamrocks. What a play.
Yeah, what a run.
What a run. Touchdown Shamrocks. I mean, wow. That was great.
Yeah.
That was a great handoff.
Found the hole, and then I saw green grass in front of him.
Green turf right in front of him.
Used to be grass. Back in the day, back in Franklin, when Frank Lenti coached.
Did you guys play on grass?
Yeah, we played on grass.
I know St. Gabe's plays on grass.
St. Gabe's, back when I played, they had a baseball field within the football field, and I got tackled on the baseball field, and that hurt.
That does seem like it hurts. They still do. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the kid made a great catch. Kid in the red sweatshirt made a fantastic catch on that kick.
He might have a bright future in this game.
He could. Shamrocks up by 30, 3 minutes, 11 seconds remain. Fantastic plays. The Bears are going to beat the New Orleans Saints 26-14.
Bears on a roll.
Caleb Williams picked off 3 times. Not good. Spencer, oh no, I apologize. Spencer Rattler threw 3 interceptions. 233 yards though. No, that man is not a baller.
Spencer Rattler?
Yeah.
Did get benched for Caleb Williams at Oklahoma.
He did get benched for Caleb Williams at Oklahoma. Darren Waller went down with an injury. Don't like to see that. You know, Brendan, I need a miracle to win this fantasy game.
I thought you were winning 7-8 to 2.
Other league.
Oh, that was the other league?
Other league right now. We're up 106-49. Good run. Faked out St. Gabe's. Could take this all the way. There's a man in the back to beat number 8.
Turn on the afterburners.
Turn on the afterburners. Number 1. What a run. 70-yard touchdown rush. 2 long touchdown rushes back to back. What a rush.
Yeah, I mean, he turned on the Jets on that one.
He really did. That was fantastic.
Took it to the outside, went right up the sideline.
Didn't step out either. Not much more you can ask for.
It's the Wildcats' first points on the board.
Now let's see. Are they going to kick? They are going to kick. Number 60 to attempt the extra point. Let's see if he makes this. Bad snap. Flag on the play. False start on the offense. Flag on the kicking team. So now what happens here? Do they move the ball back?
Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, now does your kicker...
Do you have the leg power?
I mean, if you're St. Gabe's, do you put a returner in the end zone? And they will.
I mean, their kicker...
And can you return this?
I think their kicker has the leg power.
Can you return this?
Yeah, you can return this.
You can return this.
Another bit.
Oh, it's a fake. Yeah. No, not the best. Not the best designed fake. You know, it was there, but they didn't have anyone blocking for him.
Or I don't think they had any
or any receiver ready to go. Hello, Nick Kovakovic. Welcome. They should have blocked. No blocks. What are they doing?
I don't know.
Couple Carmel coaches in attendance. Trainer Joe also in attendance. Shout out Trainer Joe. Coach Bax is here. I see him in the far corner. Let's see what the Shamrocks have planned here. They got 1 wide receiver, 3 tight ends, 1 running back. Brandon, what are we thinking here? Thinking a run?
Yeah, probably. You're up by 24.
Do you just run the clock out?
Yeah.
Gets a good hole. Tries to make a stiff arm. Doesn't happen. Swarmed by the Wildcats on the run. That's number 3, Griffin Sinkovic. It's going to be a gain of about 11 yards. It's going to be a first down for the Shamrocks. Clock is going to expire. Clock is going to expire. We will see you all back here in just about 2 minutes.
Join us on campus for one of our 2 open houses this fall. We'll see you on Sunday, October 5th and Sunday, November 16th for a tour of our campus and an opportunity to see what sets Mount Carmel apart. Visit www.mchs.org/visitmc to register and learn more.
Welcome back. At the end of the break, just under 10 minutes to play. Gets a hole. Running back finds a hole. He could take it all the way. He's got one man to beat. No, won't go all the way. Stopped up there just at about the 22-yard line. Great running. You know, St. Gabe's has a great O-line.
They do.
A lot of pull blocks. They're great at run blocking. Not the best at pass blocking, but they're great at run blocking, which is all they need to be good at.
Yeah, if you have a really big guard that can pull, that's huge in the run game.
Yeah.
Because that's just basically you have a blocker that weighs a lot and can just knock down those those lightweight linebackers and safeties and cornerbacks.
Yeah. You know, I think that St. Gabe's, might go push one more in.
I mean, yeah.
And then St. Dan's will try to do what they can to fight back. Roughing the passer on the defense. Automatic first down.
So they are up by 24, right? Does that mean running clock?
Yeah. It does. It does mean there is a running clock. 24 points is the sign for running clock. It might have not been a running clock had
if there wasn't miscommunication.
Had there not been a miscommunication
on the
extra point, on the fake extra point.
Is it really a fake extra point? They're still trying to get extra points.
Fake kick. Run up the middle, stuff there. Brought down. It's going to be a gain of about 3 yards.
Rocky, you know how our basketball team's looking this year?
I do believe that they are going to be okay. Noah Mister did leave. Lost Cam and Grant. George Gray transferred. But I think they'll be fine. Ron and DK, two great freshmen, got a transfer from Crown Point. Luke Seagrove's made a big jump this year.
He's a baller.
He is a baller. I think that the Caravan will be just fine. Here we go on second and long. 2nd and 8 for the Shamrocks. 2 receivers, 1 running back. It's going to be a handoff up the side. Going to get about 3 yards on that rush. For a third down.
Your job as a DN in grammar school football is just don't let anybody outside of you. That's your only job. And if you can do that, you'll be good.
The next round of games are going to be played at St. Lawrence High School.
Shout out Coach Swanson.
Shout out to Coach Swanson. Winner of this game will take on the winner of the next game. St. Christina versus St. John Fisher. Got 2 more games coming your way after this one. St. Christina versus St. John Fisher, I just mentioned. And then St. John of the Cross versus St. Catherine.
I'm pretty sure St. John of the Cross is fairly new to the Southside Catholic Conference.
I have never heard of that school. They're about 4 years in, I'm told. It's going to be a pass caught by number 14, John Carlos Scalise, brother of Mount Carmel Jr. Dom Scalise, who, as we're talking about the basketball team, is also a baller.
He is a baller. I used to sit next to him in math class.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Touchdown Shamrocks.
All right, this might move the lead to 32, Rocco.
It could.
If they
very much
drill
could.
this.
Very much could. If they do drill this, it'll be a 32-point lead. Good snap, good hold. Kick, no good.
So the lead stays at 30.
Yeah. Wide left, just a little bit. Just under 5, just over 5 minutes to play. I apologize. So now here, do they take the ball where they missed it, or does the ball get spotted somewhere? Ball is going to get spotted on the 30-yard line. Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line.
They punched one in last time. We'll see if they can do it again.
They did punch one in last time. Maybe it's another big rush. Have we seen any pass plays?
We've
this
seen
game?
a couple, but
I think a couple. I think they've only lined up receivers once, and I think it was still a run. Let's see what they do here.
Oh.
Gets a hole up the middle. Makes a man miss. Good run for just under 20 yards.
A little trickery there.
17-yard gain, or 19-yard gain. I apologize. It's going to be a Wildcat first down on the 49-yard line. Let's see what the Wildcats will make happen here.
I think they just called a timeout.
Timeout on the field, St. Dan's. We'll be back in about a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, save the date for Fight Night 2026. We'll see you on Saturday, April 25th for an exciting night of intramural boxing in our historical alumni gym. This Fathers Club tradition helps bring our entire community together to celebrate brotherhood at its finest.
Here we go. I almost said Falcons. We were just talking about St. John Fisher. But the Wildcats will hand it off. Up the middle. Tackled for loss by number 67. Julian Ruiz on the tackle. First time we've seen him in this game. It looks like they got the backup players in here. Not a lot of guys we've seen a lot. Good to get them some action. Another tackle for loss. Quarterback keeper brought down just behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Rocky, let me tell you. I don't
What are you gonna
remember
tell me?
if I was this small in 7th and 8th grade or they're just getting smaller.
I see. You know, I've been thinking this because when your guys' class came in last year when I was a junior, I'm thinking, was I that tiny as a junior or as a freshman? And then even this year with the freshmen this year, I'm thinking, was I that small as a freshman?
Yeah, but then you see guys like Caleb Tucker and
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna have that, that one. You're gonna have that one person. Another pitch run. Oh, fumbled. He recovers it though for a loss of
a lot.
A lot, yeah. Gonna be a loss of about 8 yards. It's gonna be a second and.
It's gonna be 4th and
or
very long.
Yeah, 4th and 20. 4th and 20. And you're going for it here, and you can't run the ball. If you run the ball, the game's over and your season's over.
Well,
you
their
gotta
season's.
You gotta throw it here, Brendan.
Yeah, I mean it's like the last play of your.
You might as well air it out.
And they
not gonna happen. He's gonna get a good rush. You're gonna give it to the big man, and he's gonna break loose.
Well,
wow, up the side. Number 24 doesn't step out. Oh no, he did step out. Just about the 30. Wow, he just proved us wrong, Brendan.
Yeah,
That's number 24.
That's gonna
Nathaniel
transport the
Rodriguez.
twigs.
Moving the sticks.
Rocco, they just
Yeah,
proved you
they
way
did
wrong.
just prove me way wrong.
Who needs to pass the ball?
Who does need to pass the ball?
It's another run up the middle.
Rodriguez brought down for a gain of about 1 yard. Yeah, he's been playing great this game, Nathaniel Rodriguez. You know, I think that this will be just about the end. Clock ticking down, almost just under a minute.
Almost, yeah.
Minute 6 remain. Another pitch. If he gets a block, he could have it the side. He doesn't get a block. Brought down by number 48, Ryan Legui. It's going to be a loss of yards. Good tackle for loss on that play.
Yeah. Well, they got 35 seconds to punch one in.
Yeah,
let's see
think
I would like to
that
see the Wildcats
maybe
do
they
this.
power it forward with Rodriguez again, and they will. He's just going to get stuffed up by number 28, Declan Steinmetz. Or number 29, I apologize, Will Qualls. You know,
I think this
they're
might
going to
be
try
the
to get one last play, but this is going to be the last play of the game. Fans, we want to thank you all for joining us. Maybe we see him air it out right here. He's got 3 to snap it. He will.
Oh,
He's
he's
just
gonna
going to run it
roll.
himself. Maybe he gets a block. Horn sounds. He could get it. No. Forced out just about the 24-yard line. But that, fans, is going to be the end of the game. Thank you all so much for joining us. Good luck to the Shamrocks. Great season for the Wildcats. Fans, we thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here at Mount Carmel in just about 40 minutes for the next game. Game 3 of the day. Thank you all so much for joining us here on the Caravan Broadcast Network. My name is Rocco Lopez alongside